In the ancient land of Egypt, a realm where gods and mortals walked side by side, a golden kingdom flourished under the benevolent rule of Osiris. He was the king of life, the embodiment of order, and the very soul of the fertile lands along the Nile. His reign was a time of unparalleled peace and prosperity. Beside him, radiating with wisdom and grace, stood Isis, the goddess of magic and devotion.
Ho, ho, ho!
She was more than just his queen, she was the heart of the kingdom, her love a protective shield over all they had built. As Osiris stood upon the grand temple, his robes flowing in the gentle breeze, he would bless his people, and their adoration for him was absolute. Isis, ever his devoted partner, would gaze upon him, her eyes filled with a love that seemed to hold the power of the sun itself. But even in this paradise, shadows can grow. From the dark corners of the palace, another watched.
Ho, ho, ho!
It was Seth, the god of chaos and deserts, Osiris's own brother, his eyes burning with a jealousy that would soon poison the entire kingdom. He plotted in the darkness, his envy a festering wound. Seth's envy knew no bounds. He was consumed by a bitter jealousy, a raging fire that whispered of power and betrayal. He could not stand to see his brother so beloved, so revered, while he himself was relegated to the harsh, barren lands.
Ho, ho, ho!
So he devised a treacherous plan, one born of pure malice, to seize the throne and destroy the one he could never hope to surpass. As dark clouds gathered, and a storm brewed over the palace, Seth approached Osiris, his face a mask of false friendship. He presented a magnificent chest, intricately carved and adorned with precious jewels, claiming it as a gift. But this was no gift, it was a trap. With a chilling whisper, he declared, "The throne will be mine, brother. Your reign ends today."
Ho, ho, ho!
He lured Osiris into the chest and, in a swift, brutal act, sealed it shut, plunging his brother into eternal darkness. As the lid closed, the last thing seen was the shock and betrayal in Osiris's eyes before he was consumed by the void. Seth then cast the chest into the great Nile, letting the river carry away the hope of Egypt. But Seth had severely underestimated the power of Isis's love.
Ho, ho, ho!
Upon discovering her husband's disappearance, a wave of despair washed over her, but it quickly transformed into unyielding determination. Refusing to accept her loss, Isis embarked on a desperate quest. Guided by an unbreakable bond and her formidable magic, she vowed to find Osiris, no matter the cost. Her journey took her across windswept deserts, where sandstorms raged around her like manifestations of her own grief.
Ho, ho, ho!
She ventured through forgotten temples and mystical landscapes, her every step a testament to her devotion. She defied both gods and mortals who stood in her way, her resolve as solid as the ancient pyramids. Along her path, she used her powerful spells, tracing glowing symbols in the sand and calling upon the protection of sacred amulets. All the while, the shadowy minions of Seth lurked in the periphery, trying to thwart her at every turn.
Ho, ho, ho!
But Isis, driven by a love that transcended the physical world, moved with a swiftness and wisdom they could not comprehend. Her quest was not just a search for a lost king, it was a battle against chaos itself. After a long and arduous journey, her relentless search finally led her to a hidden chamber, far from the familiar banks of the Nile. There, bathed in a soft, ethereal glow, she found him.
Ho, ho, ho!
Osiris lay still within the chest, his body lifeless, yet his divine essence lingered, a faint radiance that death could not extinguish. As the golden light of dawn filtered into the chamber, tears streamed down Isis's face, each one a testament to her profound sorrow and unending love. They fell upon his form, mingling with the mystical light. But her heart did not falter. In that moment of profound grief, Her resolve only hardened. This was not the end.
Ho, ho, ho!
With tears still on her cheeks, she began to chant ancient words of power, her voice a soft, haunting melody filled with an unyielding will. She raised her hands, and a brilliant, magical energy began to glow, enveloping Osiris's body. Symbols of life, rebirth, and divine magic swirled around them in a vortex of power. She vowed then and there, to the heavens and the earth, that she would bring him back from the silent grasp of death.
Ho, ho, ho!
Fueled by a love that could move mountains and a magic that could bend reality, Isis performed the ultimate rite. A blinding burst of golden light erupted from her, surrounding Osiris and lifting his form slowly into the air. The chamber pulsed with divine energy as the air crackled with power. An orchestra of triumphant horns and celestial harmonies seemed to rise from the very stones of the earth, heralding a miracle. Slowly, miraculously, life began to return to his eyes.
Ho, ho, ho!
The stillness of death gave way to the gentle stir of existence. Osiris awakened. His first sight was of Isis, his savior, his eternal love. They embraced, a reunion that defied the laws of gods and men. In that powerful moment, their bond had conquered death itself. From the shadows, Seth watched, his face contorted in disbelief and rage. He had thrown everything at them, but he could not destroy a love so pure.
Ho, ho, ho!
He made one last, desperate attempt to strike, but the combined light of their reunited souls was too powerful. The darkness he embodied was banished, his chaotic reign brought to an end. With Seth defeated and order restored, Osiris and Isis returned to their rightful place. Their love had not only survived betrayal and death, but it had become a legend whispered on the winds, a story etched into the soul of Egypt. Osiris, now transformed by his journey through the underworld, took on a new role.
Ho, ho, ho!
He became the just ruler of the afterlife, the benevolent judge of souls, ensuring that life continued even after death. And Isis, the powerful goddess of magic and motherhood, stood by his side, her wisdom and devotion ensuring the delicate balance of the universe. Together, they governed not just the world of the living, but the entire cycle of existence.
Ho, ho, ho!
Their story became a powerful lesson for all of humanity, a testament to the idea that true love and unwavering loyalty possess the power to conquer even the finality of death. Their kingdom flourished once more, bathed in the eternal light of their bond. As the sun set over the Nile, the world they had saved seemed to breathe a sigh of contentment, safe under their watchful eyes.
Ho, ho, ho!
Their tale was a promise of hope, a symbol that even in the darkest of times, love will always find a way to bring back the light. And so, the legacy of Isis and Osiris was immortalized, not just in the hearts of their people, but in the cosmos itself. As night fell over the majestic kingdom, the camera of our story pans upward, beyond the temples and pyramids, into the vast, star-strewn sky. There, among the shimmering constellations, two figures take shape, their outlines drawn in celestial light.
Ho, ho, ho!
It is Isis and Osiris, forever united, watching over the world they cherished. Their love story became a beacon, a symbol of eternal devotion, and the incredible power of magic born from the heart. They taught the world that true love defies death, and that true devotion will always conquer chaos. Their myth endures, a timeless reminder that the strongest forces in the universe are not power or jealousy, but love and loyalty.
Ho, ho, ho!
Their light continues to shine down from the heavens, an everlasting symbol of hope for all time. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into ancient mythology, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow for more stories from the annals of history.
Ho, ho, ho!